Hello everyone, my name is Sharika Marrock and my presentation is titled Comprehensive Sex Education as a School Safety Measure in Texas. And my presentation will summarize my policy issue paper for this course, and today I'll discuss why the lack of comprehensive sex education in Texas is not only a public health issue, but also a critical matter of student safety and equity. In Texas, sex education varies widely by district. Some teach abstinence only, and many offer no instruction at all. This inconsistent approach has serious implications for student safety and health. Comprehensive sex education, or CSE, as I will refer to throughout my presentation today, provides students with accurate, age-appropriate information about consent, relationships, and reproductive health. When implemented properly, CSE becomes a vital school safety measure that supports both physical and emotional well-being. Alrighty, so the central policy issue is the absence of a statewide mandate for comprehensive sex education in Texas. Current policies emphasize abstinence-only teaching, which research shows is ineffective. This has led to persistently high teen pregnancy and STI rates. Beyond health, students also lack education on consent and healthy relationships, which are key factors in preventing sexual violence. Viewing the CSE through the lens of school safety helps highlight its broader protective role for students. And how the issue is defined depends on who you ask. Public health professionals see it as an epidemic. Nearly half of the new STIs occur among youth ages 15 to 24. Advocacy groups like Planned Parenthood define it as a matter of justice, denying young people access to critical information. The data clearly shows that abstinence-only programs do not reduce sexual activity or teen pregnancy rates. Instead, comprehensive approaches lead to healthier, more informed students. Federal initiatives like Title X and the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Program encourages evidence-based instruction. However, Texas law still prioritizes abstinence, bans discussions of abortion, and requires parental opt-in, making it harder for schools to teach comprehensive material. Because local districts make the final decision, students' access to accurate sex education depends largely on where they live. This results in a fragmented and inequitable system across the state. At the heart of this debate are competing political values. Proponents of CSE argue from a public health and scientific standpoint, emphasizing safety and evidence. Opponents often frame the issue in moral or ideological terms, believing sex education encourages promiscuity or undermines parental authority. Policymakers in Texas must navigate these deeply rooted cultural values, which continue to shape how sex education is defined and delivered. Given Texas' conservative political landscape, a statewide CSE mandate is unlikely in the near term. However, there are positive signs. Urban districts are increasingly adopting their own comprehensive programs, and public opinion is shifting in favor of CSE. Recent surveys show that most Texans, including many parents, support it. Continued advocacy, data-driven arguments, and community education can gradually move policy forward. The lack of comprehensive sex education has far-reaching consequences. Beyond higher rates of teen pregnancy and STIs, it impacts mental health, particularly among LGBTQ+ and low-income youth who already face barriers to care. Comprehensive programs, by contrast, promote safer schools, environments, equip students to make informed decisions, and foster inclusion. Ultimately, CSE isn't just a health intervention. It's a matter of social justice and educational equity. To summarize, Abstinence-only education has failed to meet the needs of Texas students. Comprehensive sex education supports not only physical safety, but also mental health and equality. As a social worker and educator, I believe we have a professional responsibility to advocate for policies that empower young people with knowledge and protect their well-being. Through evidence, empathy, and education, we can help shape a safer and healthier future for Texas youth. These references represent the key research and data sources that informed my analysis. These are a few. They include reports from the CDC, Guttmacher Institute, Planned Parenthood, and various peer-reviewed studies on the effectiveness of comprehensive sex education. Thank you for listening to my discussion related to the comprehensive sex education as a school safety measure in Texas.